But to get there, we need to be honest about where we are, Tucson, because we are witnessing an oligarchy in America. When those with the most economic, political, and technological power destroy the public good to enrich themselves, while millions of us pay the price. And our political system is ill-prepared for this abuse of power. In fact, much of our political system enables this abuse of power, starting with the role of money in politics. But I'm here to remind you that we are not powerless in this moment. People are starting to put the pieces together. And ironically, the most divisive forces in our country are actually bringing more of us together than before. And that's important. And I want to let you all know, in every single stop that Bernie and I have had in the last couple days, we were in Nevada a couple days ago. We were in Greeley, Colorado, way out there in Colorado. We went to Denver. Every single stop has completely blown out all attendance projections. 3,200 people in Las Vegas. Out in Greeley, we went to a Republican congressman's district, Gabe Evans, who, you know, he just got elected. He just got elected. Usually your first 3 months on the job, you're on your best behavior. This guy hasn't held a town hall once. So we said, you know what, let's go out there, we'll hold our own town hall. We thought, wildest dreams out there in Greeley, we thought maybe 2,000 people would show up. 11,000 people came out to Greeley. Then we went to Denver. And out in Denver, Colorado, again, our wildest dream, we were like, maybe we can get what if we got 20,000 people out in Denver? Last night, 34,000 people in Denver showed up. And as you can see here in Tucson, we originally, do you need a medic? Do you all need a medic? Can we get a medic out here? Sorry folks, we're gonna pause the program. Can we make sure we get a medic out here, right here in the middle of the crowd? Thank you, officer. Let's hear it for our first responders. All right, they're gonna come through here. Let's make a way. Let's make a way. Let them walk through. Let's get a medic out here. Thank you all so much for making this easy and working together. We're gonna make sure we got a medic. Thank you for everyone holding up your hats so we can see where they're at. All right. Have they found them yet? Are they okay? Not yet? All right, we still need medics out here. Thank you. Do we have medics out here? Sorry, y'all, we just want to make sure they got their help. Are they good? Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And that kind of coming together and caring for one another is what this is all about. So thank you all for your patience as we pause and stop. Thank you. Now, again, I want to remind you all here that we're not powerless in this moment. But we need to take stock of what is happening, because one of our best first steps is awareness. We need to say and call out what is happening so that we can educate others and talk to others about what's happening right now. Because the same billionaires who are taking a wrecking ball to our country derive their power from dividing working people apart. They specialize in getting us to turn on one another. And these billionaires bankrolling some of the most divisive media and some of the most disgusting, hateful posts that we see on social media, on television media, they want to divide us along lines of left or right, race and gender, creed and culture. And they will throw out every label and judgment and cultural debate in the book to keep us distracted, folks. This is what the focus on trans kids is all about. Come on, 1% of the entire population. If people want to have conversations about that, take it to the NCAA. It doesn't need to be on the floor of the United States Congress. We need to be taxing the rich on the floor of the United States Congress. We need to be establishing guaranteed health care on the floor of the United States Congress. Not erasing American history on the floor of the United States Congress. We need to be passing a living wage on the floor of the United States Congress. And we're going to send a message to Donald Trump and Elon Musk and every Republican in the state of Arizona that we will not be distracted. We got our eyes on the prize, and we will build the nation that we want for ourselves. Now, I understand that Donald Trump and the Republican Party's disdain for the working class doesn't just come from not being raised right. It's a shorthand for the right wing's entire political agenda and a certain ugly kind of politics that at its core is about lying to and screwing over working and middle-class Americans so that they can steal from our health care, Social Security, and veterans to pay for tax cuts for the rich and bailouts for their crypto billionaire friends. But there's a word for this kind of thing, Tucson. You know it? Corruption. I'll say it in Spanish. Corrupción. Que los corruptos vayan. And seeing all of this stack up, from how overwhelming and selfish all this looting is to the constant barrage of phone notifications and headlines day to day, is enough to make even the best of us want to give up. Want to give in to despair. And trust me, I want you to know that if you feel that way, I get it. I do understand. Because when the system is stacked against you, it's hard to feel like anything you do matters, that we matter in our democracy. And it is easy to give in to despair. And I can tell you for a while there, when I was waitressing and working double shifts and never able to get ahead, and just when you think that you're close enough, you take 2 steps behind, you have to go, you get sick, you get a hospital bill, whatever it is. It's like you can't keep up. And when I was in that space, I did try to give up. I tried to stop caring and just keep my head down and work my shifts and accept that this is just how things are. But I'll tell you, Tucson, that's no way to live. It's no way to live. And we do not have to live like this. And in fact, we cannot live like this anymore. And I'll tell you, Trump sees the immense pressure that working people are under. But his answer to that pressure is an America where it's just every man for himself, a kind of Darwinistic society. And now that he's back in power, we can see it clear as day. Trump handed the keys of government to Elon Musk and is selling the country for parts to the richest people on the planet for a kickback. And in exchange, those billionaires will back his campaigns and those of his allies. And if you don't believe me, just look at what Elon Musk said the other week, that he would volunteer to bankroll campaigns for House members who voted to impeach even right-wing Supreme Court members who don't totally agree and don't vote with him lockstep on every case. But the clever thing is that what Republicans do is that they try to make working people like you and me feel like we're just one step outside of that club. That if we just work a little bit harder, maybe we'll be a billionaire too. Except those kinds of spoils aren't earned, Tucson. They're stolen. They're stolen. And all you need to do is look at what Republicans are doing to our health care, our veterans benefits, and Social Security. They are slashing these programs that we have spent a lifetime paying into, not them, because they don't even pay their fair share of taxes.